So, time to tell everything you need to master Yinlin. To start, Yinlin has two important mechanics. First is Sinner's Mark, which we put with our basic attacks, charge attacks when we don't have bar, intro skill, or Resonance Liberation, which is our ultimate. In most of the stations, a charge attack or ultimate is going to be enough for marks, though I don't suggest putting using our ultimate at start for some reasons I'll tell later. When enemies are marked, you will see a little purple mark on the enemy's top. After marking enemies, you would like to use our skill to go into execution mode. In execution mode, we are getting crit buff for 5 seconds, attack buff for 4 seconds, and execution mode itself lasts 10 seconds. Hitting enemies in this mode will also deal extra electric damage to marked enemies. So we try to use all our big burst damage in this window if possible. This is why I said keep our resonation liberation, which is our ultimate, to this, and we finish it before the buff ends with pressing the skill again. So this skill is 2-hit skill. Second important mechanic is punishment mark. After our judgment points, which is the bar I talked about, or which is shown above the HP bar, when it's full, we do a charge attack to mark every enemies. And after this, every hit we do on a marked enemy will trigger an AoE effect on every other enemy mark. So we will deal additional electro damage to all marked enemies, and they will all get destroyed. What's good about this is, basically, after putting punishment mark, we can change to our other DPS and DPS everyone down at this period. So, how she works is pretty like this. When it comes to her ultimate is pretty straightforward. It's just a massive AoE damage AoE, so you don't have to think too much. Only thing I said is, try to use it after pressing your skill so you get the crit buff before using your ultimate, same as holding the button I would suggest. For her skill unlock priority, in order I would suggest first going Fourth Circuit, Resonance skill, Resonance Liberation or ultimate basically, basic attack, and lastly our intro skill. Prioritizing on her crit rep passive I was talking before on the middle. The boss you need to kill for her is a giant robot on the bottom right of the map, and to level her up, I suggest collecting some mushrooms on the monkey area near the trees. For her party synergy, basically she's kind of a sub DPS. She can play as the DPS too, but I suggest going sub DPS because of her how her fourth skill and bar works basically. So what I suggest is going either Cultura or any good DPS, like even Encore and others would work honestly, but best is Cultura because same element and everything, and also she gives some buffs. Pairing it with like a support, healer, anything like you need, it would work with like any kind of a support character honestly. And for her weapon we are kinda limited. Her basic banner weapon is pretty strong because like going attack on crit and is really good. Other than that, I suggest just going attack weapons mostly. Energy recharge would work too, but her damage might drop a bit too much. For echo sets, however, we can either go electro damage. If you are going main DPS, Yinlin somehow is full electro damage of course. But if you are going sub DPS, either electro damage I suggest, or maybe if you wanna go try something, or if you wanna like go full support with like a good DPS, I suggest energy recharge. I would suggest first one going crit rate unless you have a weapon, and others like try to go elemental or energy recharge for 3 ones, and 1 spenders are like probably just attack. You know, as much as you can go with the attack, and try to get, if you can, like crit rate, crit damage, energy recharge. These are the best for her. To wrap it up, mark enemies with basic attacks and charge attack, use skill, do your burst damage in 5 seconds, skill and charge attack to get punishment mark, change character, and play till the marks disappear. Repeat this again and again. I think her kit is pretty fun and she's really valuable to any kind of party with her sub DPS capabilities. I hope I was able to help as much as I can. If you liked the video, please give a like and subscribe. And if you have any questions or wanna talk about Yinlin, write in the comments below. Thanks for watching everyone. Shiro me out. Peace. So